Hey, Miss Shay, Mima is back. Are you ready for your second story today? I hope it's not too late. I hope we aren't in bed yet. So let's get going. You ready? This is one from off of Mima's bookshelf that you and I used to read together all the time. And I think it was one of your most favorite books. I know it was one of my favorite stories because you would read it with me. So maybe you'll remember the words and you'll read it with me again, okay? Here we go. Do you remember? Whoops, that's the wrong side. Do you remember this book? Yeah, it's called the Mine-O-Saur. Ooh, look at how grumpy he looks because he's taken all the toys. Okay, the Mine-O-Saur. One morning before Mrs. Raptor rang the bell, the dinosaurs were playing in the schoolyard. All of a sudden, they heard a roar. Mine, mine, mine! Oh no, muttered Stegosaurus. Here comes the Mine-O-Saur. He snatched the jump rope and the ball. He threw the cars against the wall, and then he roared to one and all. Mine, mine, mine! Iguanodon said, That's not fair. Triceratops said, You should share. But the Mine-O-Saur yelled, I don't care. They're mine, mine, mine. Right then, the bell rang. The Mine-O-Saur hugged the toys and sighed, All mine. Oh, look at him. He's being so selfish. You're late, said Mrs. Raptor when the Mine-O-Saur finally came to class. Now you'll have to paint your project during snack time. By the time the Mine-O-Saur finished, snack time was in full swing. Look at all those goody treats they're having. The Mine-O-Saur rushed on ahead. He snatched the scones and strudel bread. He bit the butter tarts and said, They're mine, mine, mine. Look at the mess he's making. That's our food, yelled Apatosaur. No, it's not, cried Mine-O-Saur. And soon there was a tug of war, and as he wailed, Mine! Oh, he is so grumpy. Very selfish, huh? The rest of the class can go out for recess, said Mrs. Raptor. You will stay here until you clean up this mess. The Mine-O-Saur scowled and bit into a scone. At least the food's all mine, he grumbled. But the feast wasn't as much fun when it was made for one. At recess, the Mine-O-Saur saw the other dinos having fun building a tower. His arms were flailing all around. The tower tumbled to the ground. He grabbed a bunch of blocks and frowned. They're mine, mine, mine! How could you? Yelled Iguanodon. It's wrecked now, said Pteranodon. The Mine-O-Saur said, Oh, come on. These blocks are mine. The dinos rolled their eyes. Finally, Triceratops said, Let's go, guys. I don't need them anyway, said the Mine-O-Saur. I'll build a bigger, better tower myself. Look at this, he shouted. The biggest tower ever. But there was no dino around to hear. At the other end of the yard, the rest of the dinos were laughing and playing. They didn't seem to miss the Mine-O-Saur at all. The Mine-O-Saur began to shake. There's nothing left for me to take. No toys at all, for goodness sake. And they don't care. The Mine-O-Saur wanted to laugh and play too. So he gathered up all the stuff that was his and headed towards the dinos. The Mine-O-Saur asked, Want some snacks? The other dinos turned their backs. I've brought the blocks for us to stack. Come on, let's share. Oh, that wasn't very nice either, was it? But you can understand why they didn't want to play with him when he kept taking everything. The Mine-O-Saur tried saying, Please. I've brought some toys. I'll give you these. The dinos stared down at their knees. They just didn't care. Okay then, said the Mine-O-Saur. He put all the stuff down. You guys should play. The dinos looked at each other. Isn't this your stuff? Said Stegosaurus. The Mine-O-Saur shook his head. I shouldn't have taken it. The Mine-O-Saur was still walking when he heard the other dinos shout, Wait! What do you suppose they wanted? They said, We want to play with you, said Mine-O-Saur. You really do? The dinos nodded. Yes, it's true. If you'll share, it's fine. The Mine-O-Saur yelled, It's a deal! I have the thing I want, he squealed. You don't know how this makes me feel. My friends, you're mine! Mine, mine, mine. Look at how happy he is. And how happy everyone else is, too.
And it's Papasaurus Rex.
Oh, no! It's Papasaur.
Love you, Shay.
Silly Papa. He's so funny, huh? Well, I hope you've enjoyed our book. I love reading with you, and I will talk to you again soon. Have a good night, sweetie. Bye-bye. Mwah. Big hugs.